These are the stretches that you might not know. You probably know quads, leg stretches for your middle shoulders, since you would do lateral raises to the side. You swing to the opposite side, and your arm is gonna bend, but what you want is for your upper half of your arm to come up. So don't stop here. Go all the way up. And you wanna swing because you can't really I guess you could like put your arm up there and try to stretch it out, but that's not really how you would stretch it. You can like put your foot up on something and stretch out your hamstring, but you don't really like to stretch biceps. You swing your arms and you want your hands flat like this. Not here, not here, not there. You want there. For chest, you also swing because your chest crosses over your chest, arms crossed over, but you also want to you also want to come up here to stretch your upper chest, and you want to go all the way until you're up here, straight up, straight up. You can stretch one side at a time. If one side of your body is sore and the other is fine, don't stretch both sides. Only stretch the sore side. For your lats, you swing up because your lats go straight down. To stretch your rear shoulders, you just do this stretch. Your front shoulders is straight down because your front shoulders here will go up and a little bit to the side. If you do front shoulder raises with your hand tilted, like pouring a drink, it will target your front shoulder and your middle shoulder. And you can have a slight bend and you can press down on it or hold it away. For your hip flexor, to stretch that, you can just get into a lunge and keep your back leg straight and go down low. To stretch your forearms, you want to grab your knuckles and part of your hand and fingers and have your arms straight and go like that. And you can get each finger. You can curl up each finger. You can also crack your knuckles. To stretch the other part of your forearm, you wanna grab the fingertips. I'm not holding them, I'm just pulling on them. And you can get each individual one. Don't forget your thumbs. To stretch your abs, you lie down on your front with your arms up here, and you want to drag. Also, here is where you would do the leg lower back extension. So I would raise my legs up like that. That's all it is. And you want to stretch your lower back before you do that. I didn't stretch my lower back before I just did that. But how to stretch? You want to get into the same position as a row or a deadlift and just bounce. When you stretch bouncing as opposed to holding a still position, you're stretching ballistic stretching, which is for explosive movements. And if I just grab something, if I just grab something and hold out my arm, stretching my bicep, that's static stretching. So that will help me if I want to just hold out a weight with my bicep. When you stretch calves, this is not a calf stretch. It does stretch part of your calf, but what you have to do is you have to go somewhere and then put out your foot so that it's flat, and then you can do ballistic stretching like that. Ballistic stretching for your glute. You wouldn't do ballistic stretching for your glute in this position because this is kind of hard to go in and out. So the ballistic stretching for your glute, I would do it this way and come all the way out of the stretch and back in. For your IT band, to stretch your IT band, so here, you step out and cross and go like that. And then, to stretch your inner thigh, you go like that. And then, you also want to do a side stretch, so like that. And this stretches your lat and teres major as well. So you want to have your arm over your head, so not out here, but over your head. And you want for your back, you can go like this. But your thigh, like here, is not on the floor. You're not like that. You're staying, you could come down on the floor, but you don't need to. I'm not sure if that would be better. For your psoas muscle, which is part of your hip and lower back, you want to put one hand up, another to the side, and then the one to the side, your knee is up, and then you go like that. And this is ballistic stretching for your psoas. Psoas spelled Psoas. And so you go like that. And then, for your, lower back, there's also another stretch, which is where you go like that. You round your back, and then curve your back, and then round. And then you could also, for the exercises, I suppose I could show them. So here, when you do a chair dip, you can have one arm, and your legs can be straight out, they can be here. And I'm gonna step out so you can see my other arm, but normally you wouldn't be this far away, but you would just go down for slick floor or rough floor where it's closed, you just lie down and go like that. That's all you do. For don't do push-ups, do dips, because dips are harder, and push-ups, you're used to them if you've done them many times. The first time you do an exercise, you get more stimulus. So you want more stimulus to fatigue ratio. So if you're doing so many push-ups and getting really tired, but you're not sore, that's bad. So how you know you've gotten stimulus is if you're sore. Like your first time doing a pull-up, you're sore. Your back, maybe your rear shoulders, maybe your biceps. You know you got good stimulus out of that pull-up. But if you're doing 10, 15, 20 pull-ups, probably very little stimulus. So, do moves that make you sore. If you stretch everything first before you exercise, and if you're not injuring yourself, then sore is a good thing. Now, if I lie down and press with my arms straight into the floor, I will feel it, but that's immediate onset muscle soreness, not delayed onset muscle soreness. So immediate onset means you're sore right away. So there's no you wake up the next morning and you start to feel sore. So you're gonna start healing as you work out. But that's only for immediate onset muscle soreness. And immediate onset muscle soreness will always happen when you train isometric. So if I clasp my hands and try to squeeze my chest together as hard as I can, or one of those like U-shaped bars and try to press it together. I don't have one of those, but that's an example. Also, for your quads, what is called a sissy squat is when you go like this. So you would stand, and I have to hold on to something for balance because my balance is bad. But you would stand and come down. And you can go as low as you want, but you don't have to go until your butt touches your feet. I would say just go until your knees touch the floor and stand back up. And that will only work your quads, not really your calves. For your calves, you can just do this leg for wrist growth or one-legged calf raises. So like stand on one tippy toes. And then for tendons, you would lie down on the front and try to press yourself up from here, lie on your back, except sitting up kind of, and try to like press up with arms bent. So that's triceps and then biceps. And then when you um when you train tendons, you have to strain a lot because doing this a bunch of times and not coming all the way up, because this is a planche push-up, but you're not coming all the way up. You're just staying at the bottom and adding resistance bands or a weight plate on your back or whatever it is to keep yourself from coming all the way up. You're not doing full repetitions, so you have to strain, because this is training your tendons. Because if you have strong muscles but weak tendons, you'll injure your tendons. But if you have strong tendons and weak muscles, you can't have strong tendons and weak muscles. If you train your tendons, your muscles and tendons will both be strong. So, but you don't need the muscles because your tendons support your muscles. So it goes in order of most support: bones, tendons, cartilage, ligament, muscles, and then I guess blood vessels and whatever. But so for your back, training ab rolls like going out, like that's not a good example, but that will train your back, your lats. You can also do you can also lie down on your front, and when you do this, don't just have your legs and feet flat and forward. Lift up. See that difference? So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna lift up and then maybe put your hands further back and then lift up. And then for your rear shoulders, all you need to do is grab it and try to swing it across. So try to bring it across, but you're not gonna be able to because it's in a stretched position. There's lie on your front, pressing to the floor, and then lie on your front and press from here. So I'll go a little bit up because I don't want to waste muscular experience. You have 25 years muscular experience, so if I were to do one rep of this now, I'd use up a day of experience because that's hard for me. So I'll do it from up here. But you would do bodyweight tricep extensions and try to press up on your feet and hands. But it's like that. And your abs have only 10 years, and your tendons have around 15 years. The years are not, oh, I've been exercising since I was 15. You would say this many days, years of pure time. But not oh, I did a 2-hour workout this day, a 3-hour workout that day, so those 5 hours must be good. It's based on the days. And when you train in a fully contracted position, that also builds muscle. So if I lie down on my back now and press down with my tricep is fully contracted. And that would train my tricep. Also, if I lie on my back and have something low above the floor next to me, and I press down on it, that would train my chest. And you can combine friction, so you can press down hard as you can and slide different directions. So you can combine friction with lengthen or fully contracted doing mini breaks like 5-second break, 15-second break, all the way into a 1-minute break, and you can do another repetition with partial repetitions. So not just I can't do a full range of motion, but I can't move at all. And then what else? When you're straining, so you can't move past a certain part of the range of motion, like the box or here or the floor. Added weight, so always have added resistance with body weight moves. Never just use just your body weight. So pick a move that you can do with added resistance. And that's most of it. So this is my video that I'm gonna send people because this is my best one I've made so far. And it's almost 23 minutes. And then, for your neck, to stretch your neck, you go like this. So, you go like that. And then to stretch your triceps, you don't just do this, you want to add a tilt. And then to stretch, your to stretch your shins, here. You would go down and do like that. With the back of your foot, the top of your foot on the floor. Or just do this, grab your foot. And then, so also, when you flex, don't stop here, or here, or here, go all the way down, if you can. Don't stop here, or here, go all the way down. And when you flex, flex until your muscle is shaking. So right now that's light flex, more flex, more flex, more flex, and it just starts shaking eventually. When you when you when you want to train your neck, just lying down on your side and try to lift up, lie on your back, lift up, other back front, try to lift up, and when you uh if you want to train to get stretch marks, meaning you're straining your muscle so much that your skin can't grow and adapt, well, you can do this one move that I know will give some people stretch marks. Is you get into a lunge, and while you're in the air pressing out with the front foot, your mindfulness is the back leg. So you go low into and I'm pressing down with the back foot. But you can get stretch marks every time you train and get really strong. Unless you use some type of special added weight, or you because I would need, when I first did that, it gave me stretch marks here. I still have them, but I would need like 200 pounds added weight now to get more stretch marks. I would need like close to 100-pound weight in each hand to just do this and stretch marks, because I can jump up on the back leg with added weight. So, but that move is for hip flexors, not really your quads. For your quads, you can raise up one leg or knee and try to press it down. And then, there's also doing this like I showed earlier, except like here and here and here, and you can put it into tricep like this, or lying down like that. You can for for your for your abs, this was the ab move. So I would have a barbell, and I would hold on to the barbell and have weights on my legs right here. And I would hold on and lift it up. And this is too easy with no added weight. And then the other side, if I'll put some pillows on me so I don't turn over, then I would go into the edge, like that. That's bad, because this bed isn't designed for that. I didn't have something weighing down my legs. Now, for the advanced upper body moves, because I showed the sissy squats and slick floor bridge curls earlier, you would do planche push-ups, which are from your waist so your legs come up. So it would be like that. But not what I just did, because that's cheating. I was jumping up with my feet, but and for triceps back, rear shoulders, because that was just front shoulders, biceps, and chest, and part of your back, I think. For triceps, that result, you go like that, and then lower, 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 until you can go lower. Um, um, for power, so if you were training to jump higher or run faster, you would do the step aerobics, so step up first leg, up second leg, down first leg, down second leg, up second leg, up first leg, down second leg, down first leg, up first leg. And then after you can do that, on a knee height bench stepper height for an hour without really sweating at all. Then you do one-legged hopping until you can hop about that far or less. Hop about that far on one leg. And then you train your quads with, because I didn't use my toes in that jump really. I have toe nerves in me. So you're going to be able to run and jump faster, farther than me. Then you train sissy squats. Then you weighted sissy squats and weighted one-legged sissy squats. And then, you're going to do one-legged jump aerobics. So you're gonna jump up, jump up, back down, and back up and back down immediately without pause on a bench stepper. And it can be low height, but you're gonna jump higher eventually. And the shoes you want to run are Brooks. If it's sprint short distance, because Brooks is very low elasticity, low shock absorption outsoles, the bottom of the shoe, the rubber block on the bottom, so very low absorption, so the ground contact times are going to be longer. So you're going to have more time to apply force into the ground or go into your next stride. If you were Asics, Saucony, Mizuno, Nike, New Balance, any other shoe brand that's not Brooks, you will have shorter ground contact times, I think. So, we're Brooks for sprints, and we're Asics for long distance or medium distance. Asics Gel Cayano 31 is good, and Brooks, I don't know which Brooks. All the Brooks are generally good. I would just get Brooks Addiction 14 or Brooks Adrenaline GTS or maybe Brooks Giant. All those are good. When you train your when you train your fingers, you go like this. So for the extensor tendons flicking, you go like this. For the flexor tendon, curl like this. And you would do that over and over. I didn't really do it fully then because I'm rushing. And then for for cardio for weight loss, do elliptical, or if you can, do swimming. But elliptical is good because swimming is good because you can swim on your back, and then you can breathe. But you need a big pool. And elliptical is good because it works your whole body. But swimming, working your lungs, is going to train your lungs. So you're not going to lose much more calories. You will lose more calories because you're holding your breath, but it's like running while holding your breath. Well, running while holding your breath, burn more calories. Well, biking while holding your breath, more calories. Elliptical while holding your breath, no. So, I would say if you're swimming, swim on your back to lose weight, so you can breathe the whole time. Swimming will burn more calories because the water is cold. But that won't help much. I would say don't do swimming, just do elliptical. People say, what cardio should I do to lose weight? And then, now for me, some ellipticals are too easy. I need high resistance. And then, when you, when you train your inner thighs, all you need is to spread your legs and try to bring them together. Or, if you go get slidey pads, like I have here, you can, like I have here, you can take these and you can have an added weight in your hands, or like that. So I would get slidey pads. And um, um, for for your toe challenge, if you're ever interested, you just you grab onto the table or something, and you go into lunge with your back foot, toes on the floor, and then you go like that, and jump up on the front leg in the lunge, and put the weight on your extensor tendons. For your toe flexor tendons, what you have to do is go into a one leg body weight leg extension, which these are two-legged body weight leg extensions, If you want to go on one leg and lean back, which I cannot, because that will work your total flexor tendons.